Good morning and welcome everybody. Please remain standing as you are able. My name is Benoit Antoine Bacon. I am the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. It is my great pleasure to be here with you today, and I'd like to begin by expressing my gratitude to the Syilx Okanagan people on whose traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory we are gathered today. Please join me in reflecting on the importance of understanding the histories that brought us to this beautiful land and to seek to understand our place within the history. And at this time, I would like to invite Amber Cardenas and Whitney Cardenas, members of the Okanagan Nation, to sing the Okanagan song.
White Huskelchalt, Yayat, Ipisnak Siluch, Kuchtils in Pinkston, in Tlachak Twi, Philip Kruger, Nalt, Margaret Kruger, Talikin Limpt Abanash Cholchalt. Hello, good day, everyone, and my relatives. I'm Amber Cardenas. This is my sister, Whitney Cardenas. Our late grandparents are Philip and Margaret Kruger. We acknowledge our family through our ancestors and our family lines. The song we're going to sing today is in our language, and in a Western perspective, it can be seen as an anthem. What the song says, and a little bit about the song, is it says, Athli, the reason being or because. Athliku swiwi numata, the reason we are beautiful. Athliku sukanach kain, because we are Okanagan. And Athlia chaitim chulau, because of our land. And the reference of beauty in this song doesn't refer to outer physical beauty. It's referring to the nourishment that the land has given to us as Scalach people from the beginning of time. In our creation stories, the plants, the animals, the water and the earth had given itself to us to survive as human beings, and we still depend on this land and all of our lands that we come from for survival. Rejoice for today, congratulations, and thank you for choosing UBC Okanagan, and we hope you find some beautiful places here and that you keep within yourself and that you carry with you. Good journeys forward. Wai'ihi.
Thank you so much, Amber and Whitney, for getting us started in a good way. Well, today's a big day. Let's pause just for a moment to give thanks. spiritual and temporal, on this important occasion. We acknowledge and pay tribute to those who are unable to join us today, remembering those who've made an impact in our lives and our communities, and appreciating all those who have contributed to supporting our great graduates. We pause to appreciate the blessings we share and acknowledge these proud students, their great achievements, as well as their families and friends. We invite you all to remain standing as you are able while our band performs the O Canada, and the words will be shown on screen. Please do sing along. Please be seated, everyone. Chancellor Rogers, MLA Christina Lowen, honored guests, members of the Board of Governors and the Senate, faculty, staff, alumni, and most especially you, our great graduates, as well as your families and friends, everyone joining us here or online, welcome to UBC's graduation ceremony at our beautiful Okanagan campus. It's such a privilege for me to be here with you today to celebrate the newest graduates of the University of British Columbia, the amazing class of 2026. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. You can be so extremely proud, and we're all so proud of you. You started your academic journey right in the aftermath of a global pandemic, and you're completing it at a time when the world feels, let's say, unsettled, geopolitically, socially, technologically. These are challenging times, to be sure, but also times of extraordinary human achievement. Just one example, earlier this year, millions of people around the world stopped to watch the Artemis 2 mission carry human beings around the moon, including Jeremy Hansen, the very first Canadian to look back to Earth from deep space. In this context, both the challenges and the opportunities, the role of the university has never been more important, and our critical mission of research and education remains clear, and it's our best hope for a better world. And when I think of the big challenges that we're facing, like climate change, mental health and substance use, economic disparities, living together peacefully in a diverse and fast-changing world, I know that the way forward can only be forged our way through research and scholarship in both the arts and the sciences, and especially through you, our great graduates, going out into the world smarter and hopefully wiser than we were. Personally, I owe everything to higher education, to the university. I had a difficult upbringing. I was heading down the wrong path with mental health issues and substance use issues too. And what kept me in the game and later gave me a chance to heal was the opportunity to study. And then incredibly to teach and to take on leadership roles in academia, and I'm so, so grateful. It's wonderful to be here in Kelowna today, everybody. UBC Okanagan is such a special place, unique in this country. The sense of community, the entrepreneurial spirit, the academic excellence. This amazing campus offers something truly unique. The strength of a world-class UBC education in a close-knit, innovative, and student-centered environment. And I'm so proud that our great alumni are making a difference here in Kelowna, across Canada, and around the world. And today, you are joining them. So graduates, here we are. Today is both an ending and a new beginning. It's a time to celebrate how far you've come, and you've come very far, but also a time to step forward with great purpose into what comes next. You're on your way to a successful and self-determined life, and what could be more exciting than that? I have just the one piece of advice, and it's to never stop learning and never stop growing. UBCO provided you with such a solid foundation, but now it's up to you to continue what is a lifelong quest. Graduates, this moment, this success, here at UBC we say, tu omest, it is yours. I wish you all the very best as you enter the next phase of your journey. And remember, you will always be welcome right back here at UBCO. Again, all my congratulations to the class 2026. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Enjoy this special day. And now I get to introduce my great colleague and friend, Dr. Leslie Cormack, the Principal and Deputy Vice Chancellor of UBC Okanagan. Leslie, let me just say we're so grateful for 6 years of amazing leadership. Please welcome to the podium, Dr. Leslie Cormack. Leslie.
Thank you, Benoit. Hello and welcome, everyone. My name, as you heard, is Leslie Cormack, and I'm the principal here at UBC's Okanagan campus. So the first thing to say, congratulations. You have made it. This is a big day, and so you need to savor it. I've attended many graduation ceremonies as a graduating student, as a professor, as a supervisor, as an academic leader, and arguably most memorable of all, as a parent of a graduating student. You might think it gets old after a while, but that has not been my experience. This ritual ties you to a millennia of scholars who have walked this way before you, a community built to preserve knowledge and at the same time challenge it, the great strength of the university. Standing up here, looking out at all of you, I can feel the excitement, the joy, the relief. I can see your professors, your parents, your friends, loved ones sharing this moment with you. And I know that for many of you, there are loved ones around the world thinking of you right now. The pride is palpable. Today is the accumulation of years of assignments and exams, late nights and light bulb moments of inspiration. You did it. You should be beyond proud of yourselves, because we certainly are proud of you. I know that with all the difficult, heart-rending events taking place in our world, celebrating in safety and peace can feel conflicting. But celebrations are important, perhaps especially at such times. We need to take a moment to see the accomplishments, to know you did this, and you can do other hard things as well. You should feel the joy of achievement and the inspiration from that achievement to turn outward and become a force for change. Joy brings hope, and hope can change the world. There's an African proverb that I love. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You leave here not just with a degree, but with each other. And that is the most powerful thing of all. The collective drive for change is exactly the reason that UBC is here, to equip and empower those who have the drive to change the world. All of you now officially are joining the ranks of UBC alumni. Congratulations. But you know, as you go out into the world, with this degree comes responsibility. You are all responsible to think rationally, to look for evidence, to find creative and innovative solutions that leave the world a better place than you found it. And when that feels daunting, be courageous. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of that fear. And it's with that courage that we can change the world. As you relish this moment of well-earned celebration, remember, the future is in your hands. And looking out at all of you, I have high hopes for that future. So on behalf of the University of British Columbia and the entire Okanagan campus, congratulations, class of 2026. I'm pleased at this time to call upon Sally Ruos, a member of the graduating class, to make remarks. Sally?
Thank you, Dr. Cormick, Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, honored guests, family and friends, and most importantly, fellow graduates. Today, we are gathered to celebrate the completion of our degrees. All of our hard work over the past 4 years has led us here, and today we take a moment to reflect on our journey and the people we've become. Some of us graduated high school during a global pandemic, a real time of uncertainty, fear, and disruption. For me, that uncertainty didn't fade when I arrived at university. I doubted myself and I doubted my ability to succeed. I wondered whether I truly belonged here. Then, in my second year of university, someone important in my life quoted Leah McDonald, and I would like to share that quote with you. Be patient when becoming someone you've never been before, because that version of you doesn't exist yet. As we transition into life after university, it's natural to feel both excited and overwhelmed. We are graduating into a world filled with uncertainty surrounding AI, environmental issues, and geopolitical challenges. It can be difficult to feel excited about our future careers with so many global problems unfolding right in front of us. And yet I believe we're exactly the right generation to meet this moment. During my time here at UBCO, I have met so many bright, resilient, and courageous classmates that I truly feel hopeful about our future. Remember the relationships we built here and the people we can lean on. None of us are facing these challenges alone. I'm fortunate enough to have the support of my parents, my sisters, my friends, and most importantly, my partner, as I step into this new chapter of life. What we've learned today and throughout our time here at UBCO extends far beyond the classroom. We've developed resilience in the face of failure, learned how to ask for help in difficult times, and most importantly, embraced the mindset of lifelong learning. Our education is not complete, and in many ways, this is only the beginning. Some of us may continue on to graduate school, while others will step into full-time careers where learning continues in new and different ways. This transition marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in all of our lives, where we have the ability to become someone new. University has shown me that although we all come from different backgrounds, we can use our unique experiences to make a positive impact. We've all met incredibly talented people and great professors. When I look around this room, I feel excited about the positive impact that each of you will make. Every person here has their own journey, and that journey is only just beginning. So please, as you step into everything that comes next, be patient with yourself. You are becoming someone that you've never been before. And that version of you, I know you're going to be extraordinary. On behalf of Alumni UBC, I am honored to welcome you to the alumni family. You now belong to a community of change makers and leaders that is more than 435,000 strong. Graduates like you who are looking to make a positive difference in the world. Please join me and visit the alumni welcome tent after our ceremony to see what it means to be a new member of the alumni family. And with that, I am pleased to say congratulations to the class of 2026.
Well, thank you so much, Sally. That was very, very well done. And I love the quote that you shared about being patient when entering a new world and about your own growth, too. I think it will serve you all well as you move on to your next adventure. And now we enter the heart of our program, everybody. Would the candidates for degrees please rise as you are able? That means all of you. Madam Chancellor, I now have the great pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for degrees who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled all the conditions that the university has set for them. The UBC Okanagan Senate recommends them to you for the degrees that will be announced on stage today. As each degree is officially conferred, students will walk across the stage, passing the university mace, the symbol of the authority of the Chancellor who confers the degrees. The Chancellor herself will personally congratulate each student, as will the Dean of the Faculty, and Rachel Eisen and Freya Green, members of Alumni UBC, who will be welcoming graduates into the Alumni UBC community. Would the graduates please be seated? I have a few simple instructions to share, and then we're going to start. Graduates, just to make sure we do this perfectly, it will be important to follow the instructions of the marshals when they ask you to leave your seats row by row to line up on this side of our hall in anticipation of your journey across the stage. And on this journey, we'll have the opportunity for 3 beautiful pictures to be taken by amazing professional photographers, and I want to take you through them so that you're not surprised. And our first one is at the head of the lineup there. Our photographers will demonstrate. Picture number 1. Very well done. Thank you very much. You continue, you come onto the stage, and maybe, Sally, you can demonstrate the second position. There's footprints on the floor. You can't miss them. And this is a big moment because your name will be read. You'll appear on the giant screen up there. And then you journey across the stage, garner congratulations from the Chancellor, from the Deputy Vice Chancellor, from your Dean, and then please join me. I'll be waiting for you on the other end of the stage. We'll take a picture together. There's footprints on the floor, and our photographer is right in front here, and then back to your seats. And these are my instructions, everybody. Are we ready to do this? We're ready.
Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Alex Osenchuk. Dr. Osenchuk studied the interplay of rock deformation mechanics with chemical changes, metamorphism, that occur deep in crust. She used sub-grain-sized isometry, which links the crystalline lattice structure of minerals to the stresses that they experience, along with thermodynamic modeling, to assess the strengths of the rocks we live on. Dr. Alex Osenchuk. Dr. Hassan Pashenajad developed a new planning approach to reconcile competing land use demands in Canadian agriculture. Dr. Pashenajad showed that the arrangement of natural habitat is a more powerful driver of farm productivity than its total area, offering a guide for creating resilient and multifunctional landscapes. Dr. Hassan Pashenajad.
Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Kirtana Ganesh. Dr. Ganesh's work focused on psychotherapist experiences of change in psychotherapy. Using the formal setting of autocatalytic networks, she modeled how therapeutic alliances form and how therapists facilitate changes in clients' minds. This novel framework can precisely explain how and why therapy works, step by step, to diverse audiences. Dr. Ganesh. Dr. Ian Wellspring. Dr. Wellspring investigated whether therapists' perceptions of their clinical skills were impacted by conducting therapy over video conferencing as compared to in-person and phone. The series of studies has important implications for how video conferencing psychotherapy is delivered and provides avenues for future research. Dr. Ian Wellspring.
Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Kendra Corman. Liliana Crank. Aiden S. O'Callahan. Mercedes Yeast. Celine Ballet. Colin Loveridge. Amna Amer. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Master of Data Science. Sunyit Da Silva. Yuzu Han. Juan Ha. Amali Jala-Tilake. Ten Lee. Seamus Riordan Short. Skylar Show. Kelsey Margaret Strachan. Jason Samuel Suito. Ming Yu Zhao. Chi Jia Zheng. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Rebecca Ferguson. Hannah Claire Friesen. Diudan Nweki Anuk Ahangamgoda. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Adara Putri. Tanner Bjorgen. Tak Hei Choi. Tanner Dick. Christopher Hill. Jaden Lowe. Rodrigo Lopez. Nelson Nguru Ngumo. Zaki Pugh Fradot. Ansh Ranstogi. Kian Shirvuni. Alex Tazchuk. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science. Margaret Yui Angtwako. Meda Naidu. Noor Batrishu Binti Zaru Ali. Thomas Y. Geen Craig. Nbulo Marumo Delamini. Takshker Durer. Somesh Joshi. Gavin Kendall Friedman. Yash Kumar. Guahao Ma. Logan Marshall. Adam Amani Muhammad Hamidi. Alan Omarov. Dakshish Raj Palvanan. Dylan Saunders. Aditya Sunil Kumar. Deetham Taridi. Samara Vidyarthi. Aiden Young. Xavier Chang. Sally Ruas. Courtney Beauchamp. Dweja Desai. Alec Rosner. Silka Shaunikis. Rachel Ali. Marissa Brunetti. Kendall Cabral. Amy Craig. Abigail Davidson. Fazia Kalisa Diwi. Holly Ann Gillies. Will Gerard. Tony Gua. Nicole Haig. Rachel Hall. Trent Irwin. Kyron Kiltui. Will Kwan. Si Ching Kwong. Anthony Saran Martel. Oliver Perrin Martins. Torin McMaster. Ivana Mendez Jimenez. Saya Mayada. Jenna Northmore. Tyler Penny. Nicole Popiolek. Campbell Rempel White. Tali Richardson. Kyla Shearer. Becky Sketchley. Nadia Smith. Emma Sneap. Aspen Strickwerda. Emma Tamaki. Laura Taylor. Lucas Anthony Tutton. Eric Waller. Maggie Wolfing. Zoe Fernandez. Ryan Smith. Eliana Cruz. Krista Defoe. Allison Duckworth. Charlie Gill. Hannah Dawn Hamilton. Avery Connect. Emily Krabus. Olivia Locker. Connor Martins. Fiona Still. Jessica Warrell. Julian Zucchelli. Emily Jones. Arshia Chakraborty. Andrew Jeremiah Hall. Eric Paul. Pranil Survaya. Yihan Wang. Paige Kathleen Coulter. Kosisa Chuku Ashley Onunkwar. Catherine Page. Maddie Sellinger. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Master of Data Science. Jie Yo. Byung-Hoon An. Bachelor of Arts. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts. Tyra Autumn Cunningham. Madison Eagle. Nicole Getz. Clara Jurgenlimp. Hannah Danielle McDonald. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the University of British Columbia Medal in Bachelor of Arts, head of the graduating class, Alexa Matwichuk. Moradeka Olagunde. Grace Elizabeth Reynolds. Oluwatimi Lehin Adebayo. Charlotte Alexander. Zoya Alaraka. Marissa Andriola. Samantha Agostini. Harner Badial. Xian Jibao. Keats Barber. Madison Barker. Maddie Barrett. Cheyenne Beheshtafar. Audrey Benak. Irma Berahundigu. Brooke Stephanie Berg. Aaron Burgesson. Ishika Bajan. Natalia Bill. Sophie Burkett. Carly Bright. Luca Plava Brizo. Michelle Mariana Bronswick. Ella Brown. Taya Buffy. Eliza Bozado. Lauren Caldwell. Mia Callahan. Isla Campbell Newport. Justin Chanat. Ladia Elizabeth Chapman. Wenbo Chen. Ash Chong. Kevin Chu. Jake Chubak. Anson Chui. Michaela Churchill Brown. Jessica Colbert. Abigail Creswick. Amanda Curatolo. Julia Daminato. Haley Darts. Ayisa Maje de la Cruz. Eleni Gorias. Theo Dhaliwal. Tanisha Ashley Dias. Steffi Drasdo. Sophie M. Eaton. Blythe Eby. Asya Al-Sayer. McKinley Ellison. Raina Flaherty. Sarah Forster. Antonio Pepito Frank. Noah Frederick. Amelie Rose Galloway. Paige Gamble. Nevaeh Garner Law. Kara Garrison. Alexis Gaspari. Kieran Grant. Oliver Grenier. Ava Hamilton. Peyton Harms. Marissa Harnden. Radithya Aruna Hartanto. Ginger Hartman. Lauren Hartridge. Chelsea Hayward. Chelsea Ada Lee Heavy Shields. Sage Hope. Rania Hossam. Elizabeth Hubley. Lauren Jade Hughes. Ella Jansen. Jillian Jarabek. Violet Johansson. Bryn Jones. Ella Jones. Yasmin Kayla. Imanith Kang. Ren Kao. Middledeep Kaur. Miranda Kendall. Tony Koo. Tyler Kirby. Shay Cron. Taya Krasnowski. Chloe Ladd. Tiana Lamb. Shannon Lamont. Anna Large. McKenna Emily Larson. Nina Lloyd. Jordan Lombardi. Hannah McDonald. Joshua Panenjihutan Maholi. Rebecca Ploypolin Martel. Caitlin McCaskill. Jordan McEwen. Rayanne McHugh. Jada Mackenzie White. Bailey McMillan. Tess McNabb. Hannah Menendez. Julia Haley Myers. Abby Mistel. Danielle Mitchell. Molly Mullen. Perseverance Mocha. Kushi Nanavuta. Ariaman Nandial. Annalise Nesbitt. Wambui Inga. Sophia Orth. Jordan Paul. Dakshil Patel. Here Janish Kumar Patel. Tiana Patton. Megan Pearl. Summer Adriana Peich. Toya Peters. Rhea Phillips. Victoria Oliveira Pino. Francis Post. Teddy Potlug. Lexi Prefontaine. Kyla Pyle. Casey Quinn O'Connor. Ava Reisdorf. Sierra Robinson. Delaney Rothwell. Anna Rowland. Jaden Rumpel. Tina Sachi. Gracelyn Solly. Sarah Schultz. Amy Schweitzer. Haley Scott. Gabriel Seaborn. Brinkley Rose Shipowick. Pratap Sidhu. Malika Singh. Gabrielle Simone Alice Stoughton Fuentes. Madison Sweeney. J.J. Tardif. Malat Taruna. Jade Tooch. Maya Trong. Kat Turner. Nandini Tyagi. Lee Vandenboer. Prisha Walia. Brooklyn Rochelle Wozni. Kelsey Ways. Morgan Wharton. Calum Wheaton. Marin Weens. Paige Wilson. Alexis Jolie Wong. Marissa Wong. Madeline Wunderlich. Zina Yassini. Carly Zagazowski. Krista Zagman. Madam Chancellor, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science. Nikesha Angel. Jillian Linda Rose Arbuck. Gary Chewy. Everett Graham. Haley Hudson. Eva Natalie Dale Ilian. Sahana Jahal. Julia Kao. Sophia Knopf. Fikeo Kumapayi. Brennan McLaughlin. Borna Nejad. Megan Claire Penner. Michaela Rude. Caitlin Sixsmith. Marlo Spence. Aaron Wilson. Adam Abouali. Najat Al Hussein. Rachel Allen. Sierra Alonso. Samantha Obey. Arlene Bassi. Alicia Birch. Shajia Bin Salman. Marcy Brooks. Aiden Card. Chuck Lam Chan. Hunter Shiraz. Coral Connery Bauer. Jane Linda Ann Conkergood. Ilana Corrado. Lainey Grace Cugnett. Anita DeRose. Jasneet Dillon. Enyagwa Doyak. Paulu Femi Babalola. Matea Foster. Gabriel James Franklin. Natalie Lynn Funk. Natalie Lynn Funk. Jaya Ganda. Sophie Gibala. Rona Habibi. Arya Isser. Kahira Al-Karim Jiwa. Bridget Jolly. Edwin Ryan Killisoff. Abby King. Jana Matten. Kyla McLaughlin. Maliksi Julia Maresu. JC Neville. Femka Zuleika Otto-Babin. Sahan Purik. Noah Pazlowski. Eric Pilla. Harmanpreet Rajal. Gurleen Kaur. Kyra Renya. Hanya Riddick. Aiden Roberts. Joe Sahu. Sofia Sanchez Contreras. Haley Schroeder. Gurmeer Singh. Megan Ashley Singh. Abigail Tanita. Tian Yumang. Mark Villena. Litong Wang. Carissa Watts. Paige Weeb. Tony Willoughby. Hiba Zahid.
Please be seated for a minute. My name is Judy Rogers, and I am honored to be the Chancellor of the University of British Columbia. And it gives me great pleasure to be celebrating in Kelowna with all of you today. Now, will the graduates please rise as you are able? A few short weeks ago, the Okanagan Senate of this university met to review the degrees for who and all of those who have successfully completed their studies and fulfilled the requirements that the university had set out for them. For those graduates who are here today and for all of those who are unable to attend today's celebration, I now confer upon you your degree, and I welcome you to the Convocation of U.B.C. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. As Chancellor, it is my great honor and privilege to celebrate with you today and to admit you to the Convocation of UBC. All of you have invested a great deal of determination, of focus, and hard work to obtain your degrees. And now, just as you graduate, this would be a perfect time to reflect upon those who have supported you. If you have friends and family here at today's ceremony, please take a moment to turn and give them a wave to show your love and your appreciation. And let's not forget the faculty members. Many of them are with us here today on the platform, and I know you'll thank them for their scholarship, their guidance, and their leadership during your time at UBC. It is also an honor to welcome you as the newest members of Alumni UBC. You are now part of a global network of more than, and you heard this before, but I'm going to say it again, 435,000 UBC graduates who live and work in 145 countries around the world. On that note, the range and depth of scholarship reflected among you today is astounding. Undergraduate and graduate degrees in the social sciences, in arts and sciences. You're a pretty amazing and eclectic group. I was thinking about what I might say to you, and the following words came to my mind. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has often forgotten the gift. These words have been attributed to Albert Einstein, although there remains some debate as to whether the message is verbatim or paraphrased. It is still a compelling reminder that intuition and rational thinking are not mutually exclusive. Intuition's rarely talked about, but intuition is integral to innovation. So let's explore this for a moment. During a tumultuous and uncomfortable time in my life, I found myself kayaking a river in actually Europe. I capsized and was forced out into some fairly precarious rapids. Eventually pulling myself out of the river, I sat on a bank, kind of collecting myself, knowing that my friends were well downstream, and I did wonder how long it would take to be rescued. As I had some panic grow, 2 butterflies came to rest on my arm, and it seemed to me that they reassured me that all would be well. They flittered and flew around me, and then headed off in a certain direction, came back, flittered and flew around me again, and flew away again, and came back, and led me to safety. I was able to get out of the river and onto a level ground. Those butterflies led me to safety. I think we are caterpillars, just like I was before I capsized, and just like I believe society is right now. We are caterpillars right in the midst of a metamorphosis, a transformation from the familiar and the comfortable world into something unknown and unpredictable. The result of the metamorphosis, the butterfly, symbolizes for me adaptation, innovation, responsiveness, and quiet strength, and for me is the talisman for humanity. Hoping to pursue life as usual amidst a period of chaos and confusion often diminishes our ability to find the truth. and we've become somewhat complacent. And to further complicate matters, we seem to be increasingly ingrained in competitiveness and comparison. So what is the role of the university in the rebuilding process? The simple answer for me is to lead by example. In my view, universities like UBC, its students and its faculty, are underutilized in the quest for a much-needed cultural shift. If we can imagine that you, for a moment, the class of 2026, have been given the task of leading by example, what might your first objective be as an emerging butterfly? Most likely, your first thought might be some combination of knowledge and evidence-based approaches, but your intuition is also an integral requirement in your pursuit of excellence. Excellence must surely include fairness, tolerance, compassion, freedom of expression, and a commitment to ethical conduct in everything we do, including how we manage our relationships. Collaboration, not full-on competition. Communication, not criticism. Intuitively, you know these are the pathways out of chaos and confusion. And you, our students and graduates, who already understand that the road to stability and civility will not be lit by megalomania, but by a return to a balanced and compassionate world. And as you navigate this road, be neither fearful nor despondent. The character you have exemplified as UBC graduates positions you to be the most listened to and influential voices of these times. Just remember that the rational mind is your servant, and your intuitive mind leads the way to acts of humanity. That is the gift of being human, and it must not be forgotten. The one other thing you must not forget, graduation should never mean goodbye. Return to this campus whenever you can to take a class, reconnect with professors and classmates, or cheer on our heat. A warm welcome will always await. And always, always, always make time to enjoy life and have fun with the people you love. Enjoy this celebration. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Madam Chancellor, for those wise words. And with that, graduates and guests, this brings our ceremony towards a close. But let me say it one more time. Congratulations to the amazing class of 2026! Graduates, we hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have and that you'll be able to join us right after the ceremony. Your procession will take you outside to the main courtyard. It's a beautiful day out there. It's a great opportunity to reconnect with your guests, take amazing pictures. And while you're on campus today, we invite you all to enjoy light refreshments with your families and friends. And it's also a great opportunity, I am told, to activate your new Alumni UBC app. As you become part of our global alumni family. Graduate guests, please kindly remain in your seats until the academic procession has left the building. But before I let anybody go, before anyone leaves their seats, we have one more big moment to attend to. It's a bit of a photo op. Families and friends, if you want to take out your phones, your camera, we're about to perform the time-honored tradition known as the cap toss, everybody. The cap toss, it's a classic moment, and there's two scientific keys to a beautiful cap toss. One is altitude, needs to go high, and the second one is synchronization, and I will help you with the synchronization. So everybody, if we could first, graduates, please rise as we're able. And let's take off our caps. Let's take off our caps. I should wear my own cap. And let's hold it. I always recommend a vertical orientation of the cap. as you prepare to hold it. It's going to go higher. And in a moment, I'm going to wish you one more time congratulations to the 2026 graduates of the University of British Columbia. And Columbia is our last word and our cue. Are we ready, everybody? Here we go. Congratulations once again to the 2026 graduates of the University of British Columbia. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy this amazing day.